In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to consume a CDS view by either ALV report or by terms of using the CDS view as an select statement as an as a data source in your OpenSQL statement. So first, I will consume the CDS data into an ALV report, which is quite simple. SAP has created a table called as CL underscore SAP underscore G sorry CL SALV underscore GUI underscore table underscore IDA, in which you have a function called create, to which you just have to pass the name of the CDS view, and you just have to say how you wanted to display it, that you wanted to display it in a full screen. So what I will do is first I will go over here and I will create a new ABAP program, which I'm going to name as zcsk underscore cds underscore consume cds view. I just say next and I click on finish. So this is going to be my simple ABAP program where I'm just going to make use of this single line of code in order to display my CDS view. So this is basically the class name, which has a static method create, and to this method you just have to pass your ABAP view which has been generated, not the view that has been generated in your backend system. For example, if I take this view zcsk underscore cds underscore join, then I'll have to give this name zcsk underscore join one, not this view name. You have to give this ABAP view structure which has been generated. So I'm just creating a full screen display for this in the term of ALV report. So I'll just check for the syntax and I will activate it. So the program has been activated. Now I'll run this program as an ABAP application, and you can see that the data from the ALV report will now be displayed as an the data from the CDS view has been now displayed as an ALV report. Right. So I haven't given any alias name over here. That is the reason why these columns are not been displayed. Okay. So this is one way of consuming your data, and other way is that you can write it as a select statement, and for that I will use one of the other view that I have created. So this is also going to be quite simple, the same way as we are going to write our simple select statement. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to create a parameter for creating your lifecycle status, which is a general ABAP code parameters p underscore status type, whatever is the corresponding type. And if I run this program, it will only give me this parameter over here where I can pass the input value as either p or n. So I will just pass this value as either p or n, and I will um, consume the view which we have created with parameter. So before that, in order to check whether this particular functionality is available in your ABAP server, you just have to check whether this feature is supported first. To check that, SAP has created with a class called cl underscore ABAP underscore db features, which has a method called use features, where you're going to request that views with parameters are supported or not to be consumed in ABAP program. So I just created data variable lv underscore feature supported. Then I just call this class use features function and I request values. Since this has been created as a hash table, I'm just passing the value as a hashed value. So to do that, we just have to space value, then hash. Also the syntax would be like this: value, hash, this. So inside this, I wanted to pass the parameter. Let's say, for example, my parameter is p underscore name. Then if I wanted to pass that parameter, then I have to put one more parenthesis and I have to pass p underscore name. So this is how we are going to pass the values in the form of an hashed values. So I just convert this constant value by putting it into a parenthesis. That has been in turn put into a parenthesis, which is later on converted to hash value and passed over here, and it will give me whether this feature is supported or not. So if I'm going to say that if lv underscore feature underscore supported is equal to abap underscore true, then what I'm going to do is then I'm going to consume that. And how I'm going to consume that? By writing a open select statement, which is like select star from the database table. And here instead of database table, we are just going to give the name of the view. So the name of the view is going to be z demo underscore para underscore association, which I have created earlier with um, three input parameters. And when you wanted to pass this input parameter value, what you need to do is you just have to put a just have to specify these conditions inside a bracket, and this help doesn't seems to work, so you'll just have to manually enter the parameter values. So I'm just going to enter those three parameter value, like what is the language, what is this and that. So I'll just copy paste this. So I just given that select star from this particular view, which I have created with three parameters: p underscore lango, p underscore savings rate, p underscore status. So p underscore lango, I wanted to pass the system language, so I just put a at annotation and I pass the system language. And saving rate, I am passing the constant value, and this parameter I just wanted to pass this parameter value, so I put an at, and basically it's an ABAP parameter and ABAP system thing. I just put this, and I want still have an error because the into clause is missing. So I selected this entry, and where I'm going to put this entry. So I wanted to put this entry into the table which I'm going to create as at data of, let's say, LT underscore result. So this is the table which I'm creating with name LT underscore result, and in this particular table I'm just creating my output. Might I think I'm supposed to give this space over here because it's a function. Right, so I just selected from this one by passing these three parameters, and the result has been stored by creating a new table LT underscore result. It is not mandatory that I have to declare this table because I am declaring it right over here. Then what you can probably do is you can just loop and print this value, or you can just call a method called, there is a demo class which is available in which CL underscore demo output, which has a method called display data, where you just have to pass whatever is the data that you wanted to display. Let's say LT underscore result. So I'm just exporting this value to be displayed. So I'll just activate this program, and I will run this by clicking F8. Here the parameter value I'm going to pass it as n, and I click on F8. Now this display data method is going to consume the data from the view, and it is going to get displayed over here. Right. So these are basically the two ways in which you can consume your CDS in your ABAP program. Thanks for watching.